We're always told that love is supposed to be this amazing, wonderful thing, and it is. But let's be honest, it can also be incredibly hard. It's often the one place where our deepest, oldest wounds come right up to the surface. So today, we're going to get into why love can hurt so much and what's really going on under the surface during those big, painful fights. So let's just start with the big question right away. Have you ever been there? You're having a simple, small disagreement with your partner, and all of a sudden it feels like the world is ending. The emotional stakes just skyrocket, and your reaction feels completely out of proportion to what's actually happening. So why? Why does that happen? That's what we're going to unpack. Okay, so the reason these little arguments can feel so massive isn't because love itself is dangerous. It's because love requires intimacy. It asks us to be truly open and seen. And for a lot of us, our earliest experiences might have taught us that being that open, that vulnerable, well, it wasn't always safe. And that old lesson sets the stage for some really intense reactions today. And think about what those reactions feel like. That sudden wave of panic, or just completely shutting down and going silent. Maybe it's a flash of rage that feels like it comes out of nowhere, or this deep, heavy feeling of despair. These aren't just random emotions about who forgot to buy milk. They're actually clues. They're signals that something much, much deeper is being triggered inside you. And here is the absolute core of it. Your body, your actual nervous system, isn't just reacting to what your partner is saying in this moment. No, it's reacting to an echo from your past. It's responding to old, unfinished emotional business that's literally been stored in your body for years. And to really get that, we need to meet a very important part of you. To understand what's happening, we need to talk about a concept you've probably heard thrown around a bit: your inner child. Now, this isn't some strange, mystical idea. It's a really useful psychological way to think about a part of you that helps explain why our reactions in relationships can be so powerful and sometimes so darn confusing. So, what is the inner child? Well, think of it as the part of your mind that holds all the emotional memories from when you were young. It's the part of you that learned the very first rules about love. Was love safe? Was it reliable? Did you have to earn it? Those early experiences created a kind of blueprint for relationships that gets pulled up and activated in our adult lives. And this comparison just lays it all out so perfectly. During a fight, your adult brain is on a mission. It wants logic, facts, and solutions. It wants to solve the problem. But the part of you that's activated, that inner child, could not care less about who's right. It's asking a much deeper, more primal question. Am I safe right now? Are you going to leave me? It doesn't need a brilliant argument. It needs to feel safety. It needs presence and consistency. So, how does this actually look in a real-life fight about, I don't know, the dishwasher? This is where you see the past literally bleeding into the present moment. And it's not something you choose to do. It's an automatic, lightning-fast physical response. Let's just walk through the anatomy of this trigger. It all starts with something small. Your partner seems a little distant, or they misunderstand what you said. But for that younger part of you, it doesn't feel small. It feels just like an old moment of abandonment or rejection. And boom, your nervous system lights up like a Christmas tree and activates a threat response. You know, fight, flight, or freeze. And in that instant, this tiny disagreement feels every bit as dangerous as that original wound did all those years ago. Okay, so what can you possibly do when you're in the middle of that emotional storm? This right here is one of the most powerful tools you have. Just pause, take a breath, and ask yourself this one simple question. How old do I feel right now? That question alone can create just enough space for you to see what's happening. If the answer is, I feel like I'm 8, then you know. You know it's your inner child driving the bus, and that's your cue to start responding differently. Now, this doesn't mean your relationship is doomed to just repeat the past over and over. Absolutely not. In fact, it's the opposite. This awareness opens the door to what is maybe the most crucial skill in any partnership: the art of repair. This is such a huge shift in thinking for most of us. We tend to believe that a good relationship is one where you never fight. But the truth is, a strong, secure, healthy relationship is one where two people have gotten really, really good at finding their way back to each other after the fight. The goal isn't to avoid conflict. The goal is to get great at repairing the connection. So what does repair actually look like? Well, it looks like these things. It's being willing to slow the whole conversation down instead of escalating. It's about listening to what your partner is saying without immediately jumping in to defend yourself. It's about taking responsibility for your own stuff, saying, I know my reaction was big and that's on me. And it's learning how to soothe your own emotions when they get big, instead of expecting your partner to fix it for you. And all of this leads us to the final and maybe the most profound idea of all. Our relationships are here for more than just love and companionship. They are here to show us where we still need to heal. This is really where it all comes together, right? Your partner isn't the one who gave you your old wounds, but their actions can sure shine a bright light on where those wounds still exist. Every single time you feel that huge, disproportionate, painful reaction, that's a signpost. The relationship is acting like a mirror, reflecting back to you a younger part of yourself that's asking for your attention, for your compassion, and for healing. So we'll end with this question, something for you to really sit with. Instead of always asking, what's wrong with my partner or what's wrong with this relationship, maybe the more powerful question is this. What is this conflict showing me about myself? What part of my own story is my relationship inviting me, finally, to turn towards and to heal?